Hey everybody, it is Anjanette with AJ's Personal Touch. How are you guys doing? Sorry, first of all, that I was a little bit late, but first of all, welcome in to all my subscribers. Welcome back to my viewers, our new, welcome back. I did it backwards as always. Welcome back. I forgot about this. Hold on a second. And of course, my computer does not want to work for me like it's supposed to. Okay, all it did was shut that part off, and I need to make sure that I'm on live chat and not top chat. So give me just 1 second, please. I do apologize. I had it all set up to take care of this, and of course, technology. Between technology and cats, I feel like I can never be anywhere on time, and I am so sorry for that. Let me see, get this up here. There we go. There's that. Yep, it's on top chat, so I've got to make it to live chat. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Again, I do apologize to those of you. Oh, I need to turn that off too. Helen's not on here with me, so I don't want her information to be scrolling across today. Although it really wouldn't matter because we are doing her pattern. There we go. So only my stuff should scroll across. I'm not used to doing my own lives. So hello, anybody who is here. It does show there's more people than Kathy. If you're lurking, that is fine. But just let us know what's in your cup. I'm not going to ask what's on your hook today because hopefully you're doing the live. Notice I just recently got out of the shower, but I would have been here on time, but I had a sick kitty and I had to clean up after her when I got out. So I am sorry. I had myself down to the minute. I have had on the phone conferences today with my AIDS Ministries person who takes care of me. I've had talking to the lady from church this morning who we got interrupted, so I didn't get to finish my conversation with her. Hopefully I get to talk to her later. It's just been one of those days. Drinking coffee. I got iced coffee here. Need the caffeine with the day that I'm having. And of course, I know on Kathy's hook for sure is the fireside stocking, cottage stocking, or whatever the full name is of it. I do have the link below for anybody who may join, who wants to join in on the cow. Sorry, I'm going to put my hair up here really quick. My husband has gone to work, so that means I got to turn the air conditioner off, which means I'm a really happy camper right now. Yeah, it's kind of cool there. Yeah, I don't know the exact degree here, but I can tell you in a minute. But it's one of those days that's kind of warm, but not too warm. You know, just like I made it through the whole day yesterday. I happened to be chatting. I believe I was talking to Kathy at the time when my husband came home. I talked to two different people yesterday after the live. Well, no, he left. No, I'm talking about last night when he came home. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I was talking to Kathy. Actually, I think I was talking to my friend Nadine too at the same time. Anyway, he came home and he was like, "Oh my goodness, it's 76 degrees in here. It's way too hot. How could you let it get this hot? Yada, yada, yada." And I'm like, it feels perfect to me. Hey, IVB Creates, it is good to see you. Thank you for coming and joining in. What's in your cup? Again, I'm not asking what's on the hook today since we're doing a cal. I'm hoping that maybe you're here to join in the cal. If you're not, you're all still welcome. So let me see. It is 76 here. So it's supposed to be a high of 77. I was freezing. I mean, I literally decided to get in and take a quick shower. First of all, because I felt like I needed it. And, you know, I know It's not smell-o-vision or anything. And I know I had a shower yesterday, so everything was fine. But I was like, I need a quick shower. I was just, when you get that feeling, even though you're completely showered, that you need another one. Jumped in there, and oh my goodness, it warmed me up so fast. It felt so great. So I'm one of those people that I don't do well with heat. So when I'm in the cold, I will just put layers on to deal with it. I'm not going to, turn things off unless I'm the only one at home. Now, my husband happens to work at a place where the air conditioner is broke. And so when he comes home, he's extremely hot. So I try to remember to have it on. Yesterday was a stormy day. We both agreed to turn it off. So when he came home, I hadn't even thought of turning it back on at all. And yeah, he was like, it's so hot in here. Why didn't you turn that on? Because it didn't feel hot to me. I feel fine. So we are working on the fireside. I can't remember if it's fireside cottage. Actually, maybe if I looked at this. Oh, but I didn't print off everything. So, but I know it's the fireside stocking. But it might be the fireside cottage stocking. Because we started it on Tuesday in the group, the virtual chat group in my Facebook group, I know that both Kathy and I are to where you start doing the end stitch. I know I'm 4 rows in. I think Kathy was 2 rows in. I'm sorry, I got ahead by 2 rows. We try to only work on it when we're together, but you don't have to do that. You can work ahead if you want to. That's no problem. It's just something that a couple of us do. Is we only pick it up when it's Cal time, and then we put it back down. Okay, it's fireside cottage, Kathy said. So Ivy, are you joining in on the Cal, or are you just here to say hi and chat with us for a little bit? Just curious. I know for me, the first day myself, for a while, it took me a bit to learn the foundation crochet. And this one starts with the half double foundation. I know how to do a single crochet foundation just fine. But that half double, it took me over an hour last time. Actually, almost the whole 2 hours to get it done. But, I have to give myself some grace. I also had to go find some things. I was asked some questions about a couple different things that had nothing to do with the cow. But when somebody asks me, I try to go and find the answers as soon as I can. So I did that. It's just one of those things. I've been so busy working in the house that I am so behind when it comes to everything with my channel and finding other things. And I've got so much stuff to get done this week between the house and the channel. So I'm a busy, busy bee who has no time to get sick. And I don't know if Ivy left us. The count went down, so she may have. She may have gone to look at what we're making at the stocking. The pattern. That's the word I'm trying to get out of my mouth. The pattern. So I'm going to start crocheting. And I'm really not going to chat here unless somebody comes in and wants to chat. I know Kathy is probably a busy bee crocheting herself right now. I don't expect you guys to type in here during this time unless you have a question. So, and I am here to try and help with questions. For those of you who may not have been here yesterday, the designer of this, I did a live with her. Her name is Helen from Sunflower Cottage Crochet, and it was really nice. If you've ever wanted to meet her or learn a little bit about her and what else she does, go back and watch the replay. And it's one that I know I'm one of those people who doesn't really like to watch live replays, but I think that yesterday's would be very enjoyable because, like I said, if you want to learn about her, you'll learn quite a bit about her. So let me see here. I'm just trying to remember how to do the end stitch real quick. Once you get going, it's easy to do, but I'm just trying to remember just one part of it right now. When you go back to the yarn over and pull up a loop. Okay. So welcome in to anybody new. I see that it shows that we have a couple new people in here. Feel free, come in and join in the chat. I'm doing something wrong there. Yarn over and pull up a loop. Yarn over and pull through one loop only. Insert. Okay, so you do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, then through all. Oops. I pulled too fast. I lost everything that I had on my hook. So again, for anybody who's coming in who we haven't heard from, let us know what's in your glass. It really is, Ivy. Once you get going, the end stitch is really simple. It seems a little bit complicated at first, but once you get it, it's really easy. I mean, like I said, it took me almost the whole time just to get the half double foundation stitch done because I kept having some issues with it. I do great with the single, but I never had to do any of the others yet. And this is the first time I've ever done anything beyond the single. And I just kept having some little flubs, and everybody else was ahead of me by at least 2 rows, and I got caught up really quick. But part of that is because I've done the unstitched before, and this was their first time working it out. So one of the nice things and one of the reasons that I like to do it in the virtual chat is, first of all, when anybody has a question, all you have to do is ask. You crocheting, unless you're at a point where you're stopped. To ask, you can just verbally ask. And then also we can show each other all of our work. So we know, everybody can see if they're doing it right, and all of that. So that's why I like to do it there over here, But if people like it this way, where I come in one day out of the 2 for each week we're doing it, and I do it here and sit and chat with you and show you my work, that is fine. I can do that, but I'm not going to do it both days of the week. I'll do half of the time one day a week. So just let me know again down below what you prefer, because nobody, honestly, except for Kathy, has told me what they prefer. So you'll give it a try. That is great. Like I said, if you have any questions, just ask. And I know you're part of my group, so we're only on here for an hour, and then we'll be going to my group for the second hour. You know what? I wonder if Lisa even realizes that we came live. I'm going to send a message real quick to the other lady who is doing this to make sure that she saw I'm doing the live for the first hour. I had forgot to remind everybody about it. So at the last minute, I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to go. Well, not last minute, a couple hours ago, I decided to come on here. Okay, let me see if I can find her. Lisa. I know way too many Lisas. No, that's not going to work. Let me see. Here we go. Just wanted cow is live on my channel for the first hour today. Oops. Link in the group. I told her blink in the group instead of link. Now, I may have somebody stopping by because somebody's supposed to come and get a form for me. I have it all ready to go. But in case somebody knocks on the door, that's what it is. And I will be right back. Because the door is literally right over there, a couple feet. Here, I will show you in a second how mine looks again. Because I don't think you were here when I showed it a minute ago, Ivy, but this is how mine is looking. It's harder to see the end stitch on mine because I am using a sparkle and a darker yarn. But if you look closely, you can kind of see, I got the wrong finger moving here, how this is an end stitch between those two right there. Got the one and it goes across over there and then there. So. When the stocking won, I need to replace the stockings here at home. So I was like, oh, great. I can work on that. I can work on the family stockings then. So I had to go with the color themes that we already have picked out for the family stockings. Otherwise, I would have done something lighter so that, you know, people could have seen the stitch easier, you know. But I didn't want to make a stocking that we couldn't use. And basically everybody's stocking is going to be different. Mine's going to be green and off-white. My husband's is going to be red. And if I have enough of the off-white that I'm using for this one, it will also be the same yarn that I'm using, which I really like. And I'm pretty sure it's discontinued. So I'm hoping I have enough for both of them. It is this Vanna's Choice by Lion Brand, and the color is Pearl Mist. And I really like it because if you can see it up close, it's really tonal. There we go. I think that's a good angle of it. You can see how tonal it is. And honestly, I love, if I need to use something that's more of a solid yarn, I like a tonal better. Hi, Another Yarn. How are you doing? I can't remember your name right this second. I do apologize for that. And I also apologize that I haven't been keeping up on your videos. I had watched all of them there at one point in time. I will get back to them, I promise. Oh, hold on a second. Hello? Okay, sorry about that. Had to mute myself. That's the person who's coming to pick up the thing that I need to. Yes, your name is Shannon. Okay. I actually want to send you a message, Shannon. So I need to remember to do that. And actually, I don't know. I guess there's not a lot of people here. She said I can tell some people went through my playlist. Yeah. I know you only had, I want to say, about 4 videos at the time when I did, but I'm truly enjoying watching you. So I definitely want to get in and watch the rest. For those of you who do not know it, Another Yarn is her name. She is new to YouTube. Well, I believe she's new on her channel. I can't remember if she started it before. I know I just recently met somebody who started it before and then didn't do anything for a while and just came back. So I believe she's the one who's new, but go check her out. I really enjoy watching her videos. Welcome in, Carol in Cast. How are you doing this afternoon? So that you guys know, there's not really a whole lot of like chatting going on and stuff because some people are sitting here working on the cal. I try to do a cal on my for my subscribers once a month. It was a new theme this year, and I've been doing them just in my group on Facebook because we do virtual chat there, and it is so much easier to ask each other questions and to see each other's work and to make that sure that we're all on track. But I was only having like 2, and at the most at one time I had was like 4 people who had, joined in, but then a couple people, one person hurt her wrist and another one got sick, so it went back down to 2 of us. So it's usually mostly just 2 people. And I know I've had people saying, oh, I've tried to find it at the time that you say. So I realized they were coming on here looking for a live. So I decided that one day out of the 2 weeks that I would come on and try live. And this is my very first time trying it to see if we could get more people interested in doing the cal. So if you are interested in checking it out, today is just day 2 that we've been working on it. So it would not be hard to catch up at all. The link is down below. I made sure it was in the description before I even got started. Carol Ann Cass said she is crocheting a baby blanket. Awesome. I'm making an amigurumi for a new baby right now for somebody who has commissioned me for it. But then I have at least 2 more baby things to make after that. Actually, it should be 4 things, honestly. Actually, no, it should be 5 things. So the first 2, I need, the one is commission, like I said, so I need to get it done, even though the woman said she's not in any hurry, but I have so much more that I need to get done that I want to get it done. I'm having surgery next month, so I'm not going to be around a whole long afterwards. It's not till the end of the month. So in September comes after August. For the beginning of September, I may not be around. But then again, while I'm healing, I'm not going to be able to crochet as much, but I may be able to get channel stuff done. So you may see me a little bit more. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it's going to be. But for the first, I'm assuming week or 2, I'm going to be completely out of it. I'm going to be in a, it's skin removal. I already know I'm going to be in a lot of pain. But I deal with pain every day. I have my chronic condition. So it may not be as bad, Anyway, I just don't know what to expect. So if you don't see me for a couple weeks, that's why. If you see more of me, that's why. But honestly, I guess I don't have to wait to message you another yarn. If you don't mind me asking you a question while you're here, if you do mind, let me know and I will email you. But if you don't mind, I'll just ask you while you're here. That way I know that I've asked you and I don't forget. It's nothing personal or anything like that. So just to get to know you guys a little bit more, Carol Ann and goodness, my brain already. Oh, you've got 30 subscribers now. That is awesome. Yeah, Carol Ann and Shannon. How long have both of you been crocheting? Just curious. Yeah, I was wondering if you might like to do a live with me, Shannon. Normally, I do not do lives by myself. I'm only doing really, I may start doing more by myself if, everybody likes them, but I normally have somebody on and I interview them and, ask them about their channel and, ask them about themselves, but it's really casual. I don't have, I'm not scripted. It's just a getting to know you thing. 43 years. Awesome. So probably almost as long as me. Awesome. That is great. I started when I was really young for 4-H. And I'm excited. I just found out my husband and I have not gone to the 4-H fair here in literally years. Back when my daughter, I think at the very end of her high school years. Yeah, I think around then. They had moved it because our oh, awesome, Carol Ann. She said she's have crocheted for many years, learned when I was 12, and she's 82 in August. I was going to say 82 in August. That is so awesome. They moved our fair. It used to be in August. And they thought, okay, well, we want to get more people in, coming into the fair. So how do we do that? We do that by moving it to the week of July 4th. Well, hello, no, that is a huge vacation week. Hold on a minute. I hear the person who's coming to get this. I will be right back. Put you on mute for just a second. Okay. Sorry about that, but what she was picking up was major important. So, and it was the only time she had to come and get it. Oh. So anyway, they changed it to the week of July 4th. I'm like, come on, really? They're thinking they're going to get more people in, but in actuality, they've gotten fewer. I mean, my husband and I went, and granted, we went on 4th of July this year for the first time since they've changed it. I think I was there actually one other time after the change, but I went basically in to see a concert. My friend took me. Air Supply was there, and I am a huge Air Supply fan. I'm a huge 80s music fan. So I'm actually there. I guess I was there 2 nights in a row because there was a band she wanted to see the night before. So that was it. Walking to the grandstand and walking out. So I wasn't really at the fair. But I'm so excited because my husband and I went to the fair, and normally when I was there with my husband and my daughter, unless it was the years that my daughter did 4-H, we didn't really go through the exhibits building. So we went through the exhibits building, and it was actually kind of sad because it was so empty. When I was in 4-H, there were booths set up all around it for every township. And then in every township, you would have everything that was submitted into that township would be in that booth, except for certain things that were in the middle of the room. And that was cake decorating. And they usually had 2 long tables that went down the middle of almost the whole building. And this is like a big pole building. Well, went down at least 3/4 of the way, 2 big long tables, but not just the 2 tables. They had tiers that went down. So they had the big table in the middle, and then they had it was almost like sitting at a picnic table. It had 2 tables on either side down below a little bit. And the cakes would be set up on those as well. Tons of cakes for cake decorating. This time, there wasn't even a small table full of cake decorating cakes. It was set, but there was somebody who did a wedding cake. So there are people who are still going through the whole program. So, that was nice to see. But all the things that used to be so long and so much, it was just, I don't know. It was kind of sad, but it was nice to go through everything. But I was excited because in this small room that used to have all the stuff that people did on poster boards and stuff, when they started doing things like that, they didn't start doing that until the end of my 4-H career, where you would learn stuff and, put it all on a poster board to show what you were doing. That back little room that they had made for that was full of all this stuff now that that adults can enter. So I was really excited because they never used to have adult entries, and now they do. So I'm thinking of actually entering some of my crochet next year into the fair. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. How did I get 45? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 26, 27, 44. Okay. I counted my turning chain that I had just made to turn. I counted that as one of my stitches from the last one. Oops. Easy way to get 1 extra stitch. So curious, out of the new people who have come in, have you ever done the end stitch before? And Awesome, Shannon. I'm glad that you think a live sounds fun. I will get an email out to you so that we can discuss, days and times and things like that. If you're still here, it shows there's only 2 people here now. But I know not to rely on the counter, that it can be off all the time. But I also know some people are going to check out the link, and, if you're on your phone, that it will knock you off. Okay, cool. You're here. Are you going to try doing the Cal with us, Shannon, or are you just here for pretty much moral support and to see what was going on? Just curious. Just curious to know how many are actually doing it and how many are just here, to chat and hang out. And Ivy, if you are in here, have you started it? What do you think? So I guess that's one of the things that makes doing this just here for support. Yeah, that's great. It's one of the things that makes doing a Cal over a live, I think, kind of hard, because it's hard to see how everybody's progress is, if they're having, issues, which I'm sure Ivy won't have any issues at all. She's been crocheting for a long time. And she's a designer in her own right. But it's always nice to see how everybody's doing, how much progress they're making, and all of that. And it's just easier in the virtual chat room. But I will do whatever people, want me to do. If you like me coming and doing the live for half of the time, then I will keep doing that. If you don't like it, then we will only do it today, and that's it. We are making a stocking for Christmas in July, and it's called the Fireside Cottage Stocking. I put pictures up of it last time. The link is below if you want to see what it looks like, but it's really pretty, I think. And the only time that I know at least 2 of us, one other person Kathy, who is here, and myself, how we do it is, the only time we really work on it is when we're in the crochet a long time together. So that way it gives us a break from the other things that we're doing, and we don't feel like we have to find time to work on it between the times that we're doing the Cal. I find that works out really nice that way. While I have just a few people in here, not like last night. I wasn't going to ask when I was in a bigger, live, like last night's live. Do you guys like that I changed the words for dropping your channel to I Am Beautiful? I'm thinking because I also say at the end of my lives, I mean, it all came natural to me when I started my lives, but that I do the You Matter. Also, that I may change and go back and forth between I Am Beautiful and You Matter. Yeah, I love this this pattern, Shannon. And actually, I did a live yesterday, and the live was with the designer. Her name is Helen, and she's from the UK, so we did it I did the live at 3:00 to fit, her time. So she ended up being on here with us from 8 to a little bit past 10 her time. And it was really nice. We got to know her, a lot more about her. I've been a tester for her for a while. Her and I become friends, and it was just exciting for me to realize that the pattern that that was picked through a bit of a process for me to pick it, ended up being hers. So it wasn't done on purpose. It was just, it's the one that we found and we liked the most. I found all the ones that I liked, and then I found the ones that made it to these are the ones I'm trying to decide between. And then I brought a friend in on it, asked her to look at them, and we went back and forth on all of them. And we always ended up with this one. So, but yeah, I will send you an email. Shannon, I'll have to go to your channel to find your email. To ask about when is good to do the live and all of that, so we can get it scheduled. Hopefully, if we both have time, we can do it this month. Well, either by the end of this month or before my surgery date. So before August 28th. Yeah, it is nice. Because there was a time when I was trying to figure out for the first market bag that we did. I have so many market bags that I like, and I was having a hard time deciding on that one. And this one, I mean, I'm making these for the family. So I have been looking literally for years for the right stocking pattern. Thought I found the right one 2 years ago and was going to get started. And then I was still kind of wishy-washy on it. And this one is one that I had saved for that. But it wasn't the original one that I had saved. So I'm glad that I waited and that I, looked a little bit more. So you're in Colorado Mountain Time. Okay. I really like the pattern and the texture of the stitch, but for some reason the end stitch makes my hand that I hold the project with hurt. I'm sorry, Kathy. I hold mine basically the same way that I do the rest. This is where I'm at right now. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that wouldn't be right. Well, no, because that would be the first row. What does she consider the first row? That's what I should look at. Yep. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just finished row 8. I wonder why it makes it hurt. Are you holding it tighter, perchance? And you don't have to answer me right now. We're going to be moving to the virtual chat group here soon. So I guess I should have linked that down below, because I always forget that on the lives, my, I forgot. It's a row of single crochet. Oops. I was going into the end stitches again. Anyway, we can talk about it when we get there. But for anybody who wants to know exactly what I'm talking about, my group on Facebook, I have a group that's called AJ's Personal Touch. And if you look up AJ's Personal Touch on Facebook, you're actually going to find a page and a group. The group is a private group, so you have to ask. You have to fill out the questions for when you go to join. And if you fill out the questions, if you're one of my subscribers here and you just say that you're a subscriber, I'm automatically going to let you in. All you have to do basically is say that, otherwise that you do crochet or you knit, or whatever, some kind of yarny thing, and you'll be let in. And the main reason that I did it private and that we have to let people in is so that when we're in chatting in the virtual chats, we don't get the jerks who come in there to pester us, and we don't have to deal with getting rid of them and all of that. So I made it a private group so that, it's only the people who are in the actual group who are allowed to be in the virtual chats, just to keep the riffraff out, basically. If I had a way to keep them out and have it be public, I would have made it public, but it's just too hard. So I just made it private. I learned that a long time ago in my direct sales business. So, but as soon as you join the group, and, anytime that I make a virtual chat, I have so far they're all open to everybody. So you can come in and be a part of it. But, that's the way that we do most of the Cal. Like I said, this is my first time trying out going live because it's just easier to ask questions and look at progress and all of that on there. Kathy says, I'm on row 8 and I've done 5 rows and my hand is really hurting. I think it might be the way I'm going into the front loop and holding it. Okay, see, I don't hold it after I go into that front loop. Maybe it is. I think maybe you're grasping it a little too tight. So, and I'm in Eastern time, Shannon. I'm in Indiana. I realized I didn't tell you that. I mean, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm also thinking of starting to make my lives subscriber only, also to help keep out people. Oh yeah, 2 hours difference can be worked with. I've worked with a 3-hour difference, East Coast before, not East Coast, Pacific Coast. And like yesterday, I worked with 5 hours with the UK. So I used to talk to somebody who lived in Wyoming all the time. So I used to know exactly, with my time, I could tell you exactly what it was there. And that was during the time when Indiana didn't change. So we changed time zones, and we didn't change our clock, is what I should have said. So we changed time zones instead of our clock. I miss that. So half of the year we were 3 hours apart, and the other half of the year we were 2 hours apart. 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42. Oops. Hopefully I'm just counting wrong. Otherwise I made a mistake. Welcome in to whoever else came in, although it looks like it went down again. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 16, 17, 18, 29, 30, 2, 3, 4. Okay. My phone is blowing up. I just want to make sure that it's not about this. I don't think so. is. Don't need to know what all that is. This is, make sure I'm showing you the right side and not the wrong side. This is a project that has a wrong side and a right side. So after you do the end stitch, you do a row of single crochets. And yeah, I believe that's the right side. I love how textured this stitch is. And that's one reason I think I like it for the stocking, because one thing I was a little worried about doing a crocheted stocking was making sure it didn't have too many holes in it, and all of that. And I think with this textured stitch, it's going to be just perfect. Okay, we are going to be here for about 6 more minutes, and then we're going to move to the chat group. Anybody who wants to move with us into the virtual chat group is more than welcome. And if you've never been a part of the group before and you're just coming in, again, fill out the questions. Let me know that you're going to follow us there. Come with us, and I'll make sure to look out for your sorry, I was in the middle of this stitch, and sometimes I can't talk and crochet at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So just let me know you're going to come so I can look out for the post that's going to want me to accept it. So, and then you can come on in and come and chat with us. We would love to have anybody who wants to come on in and work with us. And please, for anybody who came in here today and started working on the cowl with us today. So like Ivy, if you actually started, I know you said, what exactly did you say? Not to call anybody out, but I know to specifically ask Ivy that, yeah, she said that she would give it a try. So Ivy, if you wouldn't mind telling me in the comments, did you like doing it this way today? Do you have it? I mean, I know that you're already part of my group, so hopefully I will see you in there. I would like to know from somebody who hasn't done it with us all the time what you prefer. Did you like doing it here, or would you prefer doing it in a more intimate setting in the group? So as long as people like me coming on and doing this, I will try and come on Thursdays for the first half and then go into the chat room for the second half. But if it gets to the point where it's just me and the people who go into the virtual chat, then I will just quit early and we will just head there. So I want to do what makes everybody happy. I know you can't always make everybody happy, but I'm trying to give this a try and see if it works. So I know this is how any other YouTube creator does their cals. I just, wanted to add the virtual group to it because, as I said, it's a little bit more intimate and more people can ask questions and show their work, and therefore we all know, if we're doing okay. On here, we would have to wait, and I will make a community post for people to show their work up to where they're at, but for me to make a post and to show your work there and to make sure that we're, doing so. I will make that post here in a couple minutes after I get the group going in the group, the chat room going in the group. I will come back. I will get a community tab started so people can send in a picture of what their work looks like. So I cannot wait to hear from all of you. I cannot wait to see how your project is coming along, I guess is what I should have said. I am sorry, my brain. I've had too many things to think about this morning. So I'm still like thinking about other things, unfortunately. It's why I crochet, to help me not be in that mind that just goes boom, 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 boom. And it's one reason I have a hard time sleeping at night, because my brain just will not shut off. But crochet helps me to at least get it to shut off halfway, if not completely all the way. So thank you, Shannon, for joining us here. Thank you, Ivy. Thank you. Let me try and make sure Carol Ann. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. And let me see. Shannon is saying, did you know Hobby Lobby is starting to carry other yarns again? No, I did not know that. That is good to know. That is good to know. So are they doing yarns from other makers, or is it 3 new Hobby Lobby yarns? Okay, Kathy, I'll see you there in just a couple minutes. Let me finish closing out here. I want to see Shannon's answer. Did a review on the mandala string. Oh, awesome. So that must be a Lion brand. They have new colors of Scarfy Light. Awesome, awesome. Okay. It is time to say goodbye here, but anybody who is in here, you are more than welcome to come and join us in the chat in my group. I would love to have you there. So, again, the one thing I do not like about lives is, especially, I don't know if it's just because I'm on StreamYard. I'm sure that's what it is. But my default stuff that goes into my display below does not show up there. So all of my links and all of that are not under there. I will go and hurry up and add those on, because I cannot do it until after, usually either after, or if I remember to get it done right before, and I didn't have time today. So I will go and add all of that under there. If you want to come and join me in our group, I would love to have you there. I'd love to see you there. I would love to keep chatting with you, Shannon, if you want to come in and join us. So I will see you guys soon. If not, I will get your email, Shannon. I will send you an email here. Hopefully I'll try to remember to send it out to you today. So love you guys. Remember, always remember you matter. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Remember, I love you. Remember, you're beautiful and you're gorgeous. And I love every single one of you. And I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day. Later, guys.